I haven't tried playing this deck yet, and it seems like an interesting archetype to go for. I'll go first. I definitely have respect for this deck after I've been killed by it quite a few times. I guess we'll keep this. We just have a handful of removals, so we're the control player right now. We'll go Ruby in our first turn, I guess. Yeah, this deck, like, it just gets to this critical mass, and then he does this, and everything permanently gets +2/+2. So, yeah, that gets a little bit out of hand. Usually it plays Wild and Ruby, so you play a bunch of Gladiators. Usually that's how it plays. And pass a turn. Yeah, we're just basically sitting on removal here. That's all we're doing. We draw another resource, we can play the Rune Blast without having to worry about playing a spell first. Fire with fire. Yep. Yeah, we're the control player right now. We just have a whole bunch of removal. It's going to make it look really weird for game 2 for him. Let's see. Unblockable. Well, it doesn't matter too much. I guess I want to flame lick that, right? Start getting something on the board. I guess we flame lick this guy. There's probably going to be better targets, but yeah. Okay, so I guess it becomes a 3/2 unblockable if it was like the highest cost one. That's worth the flame licking. I don't know if it was. I mean, maybe I could have waited for the attack at least. Maybe I should have waited for the attack, just to see if he would have buffed it or something. Put the top card of each opposing. Okay, that's fine. I got Runic Missile for that guy. It's just like all removal all the time for us. Does this cost 1? It does. So, Runic Missile this guy. I guess he steals a card. Does it change the thresholds on it too? Oh, it does change the threshold. We want to summon another Candlekin. You really want to have those 3 Candlekins if you can help it. Like I don't like having to buff 2 Candlekins. I'd rather buff 3. I feel like you get a crazy amount of value out of that, but once in a while you have to. If you feel like you're not going to get any more buffs, but hopefully we'll have another one show up. Speaking of Candlekins, if you want to get one of these on your desk, you can 3D print one, because I built this in Blender, and you can get a 3D model of them. Or if you just want to play around with them, if you go to my website. So, go ahead and throw that in the chat while we're waiting for this guy's turn. Yesterday, my website was down. It had been down for a while, and I fixed it. I've paid for it. It is now working correctly. I'm actually kind of a fan of the Treat Machine for pushing through the deck like this guy. This guy's obviously playing some expensive troops, I guess, in his deck, so yeah, I'm a fan of that. I guess we just push damage here. I want to save the Runic Fury unless I can either do a lot of damage to his face or, you know, for like the win. Or if I can use it to do other things. He's actually almost at a place where he can use his champion ability. So it'd be nice if we could respond to that with some sort of quick action speed. And right now all I have is a Rune Blast, so I need to draw a resource here. Yeah. Okay, so he's going to kill my Rune of the Missile, whatever. Okay. Yep. Luckily we have Frost Blast if he decides to buff this guy. Yeah, Runic Runic Fury lets me trade my Initiative Wax for that guy. Oh boy. I kind of want to be able to Frost Blast this thing when it swings in. mm. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait and I'll just Frost Blast this guy when it swings in. The unfortunate thing is that if he doesn't swing in, now we're just sitting here and I just wasted a whole turn. That's the unfortunate thing. I guess I can also Runic Fury as well. I could have swung in with my Initiate and Runic Fury there. I'm hoping he swings. Please swing so I can just use my Frost Blast. No, he's not going to. Fine. Fine. Is this any spell? Play an action, so this is not an action. Well, I need something to block this horse, so I guess I'll put this guy out. Which I could have put out last turn. And now he can swing no problems with his Rotting Champion. So I'll take 6 here probably at least. He might swing with both. He may have a buff for his horse. If he swings with both, I'm expecting there's a buff, and I think I'm just not going to block. Actually, if he swings with both, then I can swing back anyway, so... And I can buff Candlekin, so that's better for me. If I block with anything, it would be with the Initiative Wax to prevent some damage. So maybe throw that at this guy to take 6 less damage here. He should be unafraid to swing here, honestly. Especially if he has a buff for this guy. I guess I could playing with fire this guy, and that way I could get a Nightfall in play and start ticking him down a little bit, but I feel like he's about to buff his whole field here. It's going to be bad. It's looking bad for us. It's looking really bad. At least our clock is ahead of his clock. At least we've got that. We're winning the time battle right now by waiting. So Frost Blast on the attack, I can stop him if I had resources. Rune Blast will also kill most of his dudes. Yep. I'll take 6. Sure. So he's too afraid to swing with this guy. Just tells me he has no tricks right now. So that means I can swing with my guy? He's letting me swing and get my buff my Candlekins? We actually need a resource here. It's really what we need to draw here, so I can have more options during my turn. There's so much removal right now. I wonder if he's stream sniping me. It's taking him so long to do things. Runic Fury. Call to the Grave. His dude that steals cards from me. Yeah, plays that guy again, sure. He's trying to get more troops so he can buff his field and get good value out of his champion ability. I don't blame him. Alright, so I guess we'll just swing and see what happens. Let's see if I can buff these Candlekins. Okay, that's fine with me. Because I can still Frost Blast this guy if he swings in, so... I'm just going to do this. What's this? +2, draw a card. Okay, so I still kill his guy before he does damage to me. I don't think he understands how that card works. Or how Swift Strike works. So he's drawing lots of cards. Okay. Yeah, I do. He probably stole the resource I'm looking for. That's fine. We'll just pass turn back. Frost blast his guy if he swings in again here. Okay. That's bad for me. Yeah, that's a lot of value for sure. Let me Frost blast your guy. Come on. Come on, be a pal. Yep, that'll do it. So I can do this. I think I can kill him. Yeah. Okay, I guess I get a charge off of this. Make my guy bigger. I mean, either way, if I get a guy or if I make a guy, it's the same amount of power on the board. So I guess I'll summon a Candlekin here. Well, I can fire with fire his Rotting Chomp Knight and destroy his Nightfall, right? Then I can't Frost Blast it. Well, I don't really want to anyways. At this point, I just need to take care of that Nightfall. I'm really in a bad spot, honestly. This is pretty bad. Because 8 damage is a lot. 6 damage is a lot. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It might have been more valuable to have picked up this guy than I get a 4/4 zombie out of it, but no, actually I would only get a 2/2 zombie out of it. So yeah, I think that was the play. Yeah, I think I have to prevent damage here. So we just stave off the damage. Oh yeah, I could have got wild to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I could have done that. Okay, so now I just need a Frost Blast and Rune Blast my way to victory, right? Oh, I guess I have Runic Fury, which also would work here. Runic Fury would actually really work here, wouldn't it? Hopefully. Runic Fury and then Rune Blast something else. Rune Blast this guy, trade my Initiative Wax. Runic Fury this guy, block here. Yeah. Right? That's the play. Take 4, 8. If he swings with the house. Or I could do it. I guess the safer play is to just simply Frost Blast this guy and Rune Rune Blast this guy, and then block the Initiative Wax. That way this guy isn't even in the combat. Yeah, that's probably the safer play. Okay. So I'm still gonna do what I said. So we'll declare defense here. And I'll blast that guy. I should have waited till his end step for that though. Because now we can buff him in response. So that's... Okay, so he just wants to draw a card. Okay. Yep. It's looking bad still. Yep. Sure. Sure. Ugh. Okay. Well, I need to be able to Frost Blast and Runic Fury, so I guess I just sit here on this board state and just because even so if he swings with everything, I'm gonna take 4, 5, 6. That's so much damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I take 14 here, and I can kill 2 big guys. I think he just swings away. It's really what should be happening here. He might go safe and just do that. Okay, this is okay. I'm okay with this. So Frost Blast this guy. Start off with that. Obviously, we want non-resources at this point in the game. Runic Fury this guy. Block this guy. Sure, that's fine. I don't think there's anything I can do to make this happen for me here. No, I guess this helps a little bit. Illuminate one. Okay, so if he swings, he's going to get at least 2 guys through. I can block here. A 4/4. I can Runic Strike and block him. And then I can chump off one of these guys and then take that damage and that damage, right? Or chump there, or well, I can trade there. Yeah, I guess that's the play, right? Yeah, alright, so we'll just sit on this port state. I don't think if I swing in, he just stops my guy with like the chump blocker, and then I don't get a Candlekin, which I really need right now. We're just hanging on by a thread here. This guy's unblockable though, so he could just, honestly, 2 turns with this guy and we're done anyways, right? Yeah, so honestly, the safe move is for him just to swing with this. That's the safe move. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I have to top deck removal this turn for this guy to have a chance here. So there's no healing in this deck. I don't have a way to heal. Sure. No. Alright. Well, game 2. Alright, so we want to steal his guys a lot. Because, yeah. I think that's what we want to do. And this burning ire is going to be a big deal here too. So that is blood or wild troop, which is what he's playing. Yeah, I really think I want to steal his guys a lot here. Ruby or Say's not what he's running. I don't have that anyways. So I want that stuff. I probably want flyers because I don't think he can deal with that. So I'm going to put this guy in and give him Gladiator. It's one of those things where it's like, what do I pull out? Probably the Runic Missile's bad. The Razor's Edge is probably not that great. Runic Strike is fine. That's fine. Rekindles. Maybe one less fire for the fire. Maybe just two. And yeah, probably that. I didn't see a lot of removal out of his deck either. Terminator. This is good. Rekindle in the end of that game would have been helpful. At the end, towards the end, that would have been really helpful. I swear this guy's stream sniping me right now. Terminator. So far, I have not gotten an attack in once with this guy, by the way. Not a single... Not a single illuminate off of this guy. It's kind of sad. This guy seems to be a lot better as far as getting those illuminates. We actually have a really good hands. It's like Candlekin, 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 Candlekin. Yeah, you probably have to find a way to give him like flying. If you could give this guy like flying or something, then that's gonna be pretty good. Any type of evasion, but flying's probably the easiest. So you probably go Ruby Sapphire with this guy. And then you lose out on Diamond, which has most of the Candlekin stuff. So there's that. Treat Machine. Yep. I'm a big fan of that. I honestly am. I never seem to find a spot for it in my deck. But especially in his deck where he's trying to kind of combo, it's kind of a big deal. We drew kind of a slow hand this game. And we need a Ruby here. But hey, at least we'll have a lot of Candlekins. I'm gonna go shut this door. Kids are throwing fits in the other rooms. Double Treat Machine. Yeah, he's trying to get to that. Makes sense for what he's trying to do with his champion ability. Alright, here we go. Start going to work. I might have wanted to play the Templar, but maybe not, I don't know. That might have been a play mistake. Because I know he doesn't really have removal, and we've got Runic Fury to help him out, and I can second main phase this guy, so... Yeah, I think I probably should have played Templar there. Yeah, probably. I mean, he does have... Well, no, he does have removal. He's got 2 blood removal cards, doesn't he? Yeah. I saw 2 that were just like, heal target troop. Sure. If I draw a ruby, I can flame lick that guy and push. Yeah, we'll do that. So we need the ruby here. So we get our third candlekin here, so we'll be set up for our rekindle. This deck's not hard to defeat. We just have to kill everything as soon as it hits the ground, so we can't buff it, right? That's really the trick, right? Sure. That Frost Blast we need for those really big troops. I debated not swinging with my Candlekins, but I think I'd rather just swing with them. Okay. Ruined Fury helps this guy out a little bit, at least. At least we've got that. Probably play something really big here, though. Maybe he'll play that, the 6/4 dude. The 6/4 wild that destroys constants. No, he'll play that guy. Sure. Alright, well, swing in with our Templar. See, if I complain enough, then I actually get to do the things I want to do. Board state looks not bad because he's only going to be casting like one card per turn, so it's only like one big fatty I have to deal with per turn. And I've got 2 damage per turn coming in the air, so I mean that's something, right? Call to the Grave his... Yeah, he's trying to draw cards. He needs to draw cards here. Call the Weak that guy, not surprising. What is it, Elliot? You want to? Because I put it on this guy so I can get all that damage in, right? Mom. Elliot, Mommy says we're getting ready to go. We'll play when we get back, okay? Daddy's got one last thing before we go into church. So obviously we're swinging away, letting him draw his card. He's searching for answers.
You're playing with the Camelton deck?
Yeah, it's a draft deck. He's doing this. He's waiting before my combat to try to make me miss my combat at this point, because he knows this is a really bad swing for him. So we just sit here and wait, and just take our time and don't get click happy. So we'll just sit back. This happens a lot when you're playing digital card games where there's an attack phase, by the way. So just be aware that people do this. So don't get too click happy on stuff. We got plenty of time. Like, I'm at 17 minutes. He's got 10 minutes. 10 minutes is how long you need to play one of these games anyway, so we'll just wait. We'll just wait for our pretty good combat phase where he's going to draw a card. And we're going to deal 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. Take him to 5. So that's pretty good. Maybe Duskwing Scout's a lot better than I thought it was, maybe. You know, when you put the Gladiator on it. I mean, anyone have any opinions on Duskwing Scout? Is he good? Is he bad for draft? I mean, it's basically a 1/1 flyer for 2. I guess that's okay. But it doesn't feel like, with some of the other flyers in format right now, it just feels like it's kind of not going to do a lot with the amount of, I forget what the bird is, basically the 3/5 bird. That thing's pretty ridiculous. So I feel like that thing kind of outclasses it, and we see it all the time. So that's my fear when I play Duskwing Scout, is that they're just a lot of flying troops with really good toughness, and it just doesn't get doesn't do well versus those things. A Duskwing Scout, if he can't deal with it, it will kill him. If after this swing, it will kill him in 3 turns. Oh, never mind. I guess he might be. Maybe he's left the building. Possibly. We might just get a win off of him rage quitting, or maybe he just got disconnected. I don't know. We'll see. The Terminator just took a tour around the house. Oh, he's back. Okay.
You think he's back?
Well, maybe he's back. It would seem that he's back. You have 5 minutes of AFK time, basically.
And then if he does it again, then you automatically win.
Rekindle's going to let me pull back all these 3/3 Camakin as well.
He can make his card bigger.
So I don't know if we have another buff like that one for our Duskwing Scout in the deck. I don't think we do.
Well, I guess we're gonna win.
It looks good, Elliot. We're not going to go too crazy. If you can only play 1 threat here, then we win this next turn, because we'll swing with everything and we'll deal 3, 4, 5. So he's trying to figure out if he can hold out any longer. So we're made it to the late game, and this is where he's supposed to be taking over. But he has nothing on the board. He has nothing to buff. He's really in a bad board state here, sitting on this 8 charges and no board. He's going to call the grave again. Try to get some more card draw, I guess, with one of those troops. Yeah, he just didn't draw the troops. Yeah, that's not going to be good enough if that's all he has. He needs another troop.
Why would you need another troop?
He's going to battle those 2 things. Okay. So now the swing on the ground is less good for me. So that did buy him a turn there. He was able to take care of one of the threats he needed to. He went ahead and buffed his guy, okay, to try to make me afraid of him, I guess. I'm really not afraid of that guy. He needs to draw cards here. I know he needs to draw cards. I think I'm just going to swing in, and then I'll rekindle in my second main phase. So I'll have more threats on the table. I can still Frost Blast if for some reason I feel like I need to, but honestly I'm going to take the 5 damage, so. The heat is on. He needs 2 blockers, or he needs to kill 2 of these Candlekin.
2 blockers?
Yeah, on the ground. So we're looking pretty good. Plus we still have our flyer. So honestly, he needs to deal with 3 different things. He needs to deal with 2 of these Candlekin and my flyer this turn. He's got 6 resources, but he hasn't done a lot of removal in the last 3 turns, so something tells me he doesn't have it. That's a start. He still needs another blocker. Now he's going to draw his card, sure. That's pretty wise here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just didn't get it. He needed the removal there, so. Alright, well, we ended up... Oh wait, do we have another game? Oh, I guess I have another game. That was only game 2. For some reason I thought that was game 3. I think I stick with this pretty much.
How many times did you beat him?
Just the one time. I thought I had won 1 game already, but apparently I've fallen behind. So we're 1-1 right now. Playing with fire is still a big deal here. Yeah, we'll just save and go.
Are you gonna do the...
Yeah, the dust. I think I judged it pretty well as far as knowing that he can't deal with flyers. Unfortunately, I only have 2 in the deck, so I've got that guy and I've got the this guy, the 2/1 that illuminates at 7 resources. Ellie, I need you to stop bumping my chair. Oh boy, my wife's not going to be happy.
Your wife?
Mommy's not going to be happy with Daddy because this game's still going and church is starting now-ish.
Maybe we can make part 2.
No, we're in the middle of a series here, so we have to finish.
Maybe. Well, I could tell Mommy that you have 1 more round.
No, we have 1 more game. That's it. He might time out. It's possible. I think he might be at 10, he's at 8 minutes. He might time out here. Because he's playing a long deck. I'm 16 minutes, so. So play this for Diamond. Elliot, I need you to go in the other room. You keep bumping my chair. So we'll go Diamond into Ruby. Yeah, Diamond into Ruby. Play Initiative Wax. Into a crafty scrap shot. Maybe we'll just go Duskwing. We'll go Duskwing here because it's more damage, and I want 3 resources to illuminate all in the same turn. So we'll hold off on this guy for now. So I want to start pushing that damage. So we got Candlekin Zealot next turn. Feel pretty good about this. Seems like we're doing what we want to do. That's fine. Let's push here. So, fire with fire this guy. Yeah. So we're gonna get another Candlekin here first. I want you. Play the Initiative Wax in our second main phase. Probably should have just swung with the Candlekins, honestly. Probably just should have swung. You know what, I'll just go ahead and get a spell here. Baby just got trapped in here, didn't ya? Didn't ya, baby Braden? You just got trapped in here, didn't ya? You wanna come and watch Daddy win? What are you doing? We're about to win, baby Braidens. We're winning this turn. This turn we're winning. We're gonna win, baby Braidens. It's gonna be so good. Flame lick one of those guys. Push that damage. That's right. Oh yeah, there we go. We got damage all around. Yep. And yep. Shake that, break that, gotta shake that, break that, gotta shake that, break that, gotta get the. There we go. Now mommy will